Morning, everybody. Gonna do a little demolding video for you. As usual, starting small, going large. Today is March 11th, I believe. So pretty much, yes. Oh, morning, Drew. All right, so we're gonna start with our little bee orbs, or little bug orbs rather. See how these did in the new molds. Okay, it worked out pretty well. Some bubbling. I probably should have hit this with the heat gun to let those bubbles out, but all in all, not too bad. See the bee, see the bee. And now for this annoying little stink bug. Thank you for dying. Okay. So he kind of stuck over there at the edge, so you can only really see his top side through the lensing effect of the orb, or through that little viewing window up at the top, but pretty cool. All right, so this is another one of the new molds. I feel like it cured kind of squished. It had a little bit of spillage up at the top. Okay. Yeah, definitely kind of squished. A little bit of sanding to do there. We'll see if it actually fits the mold. Assuming I picked the right mold to pair it with, honestly. Would not have hurt to have a and B marking on these. Okay. And there we have the other side. This pretty little jewelry box. It fits. Fits a little loosely, but it fits. I think that's a pretty little piece, right? Okay. All right, moving on to the next Dungeons & Dragons dice holder mold. So we have the lid, which has a very thin piece, so I'm going to be very careful taking it out. Okay, you can see it left the impression for the dice symbol in the center. Bit of a rough edge, possibly just some spillage around the top edge. That just needs to be sanded carefully. And then we have the container itself, moment of truth. All right. So then this fits like that. Cool. Alright, now we really need the other moment of truth. Okay, so this piece actually does fit the dice that I can make. Except apparently for that damn D20. Maybe that's just because it's... Maybe it's because it still needs to be shaved down some. Huh. Alright. Might still be in the same position we were in before. Okay. Lay flat. Alright, moving on to the next set of fantasy daggers. If you'll remember, these had a lot of spillage, so I'm probably going to end up with a lot of cleanup work to do on these pieces. Okay, number one. Oh, hey, that's right. These are the ones that I did the raindrop effect on, and it actually worked. Save the detail pieces. That is a very cool effect. What do you think, guys? I like it. I would like to thank the good people of my Facebook group for introducing me to the raindrop effect. This is really cool the way it turns out. That one did not use the raindrop effect on because my resin flash cured on me, but it's still just a pretty little dagger. Okay, thank you. All right, now for these paddles that that I just got. And so I put on that last layer with the galaxy glitter. Okay, it actually, you know, like I said previously, this, the letters themselves were supposed to be negative space, not filled in, but I added that last layer on top, and it actually turned out pretty well, aside from the L, which is not filled in. But, do you love me? That's beautiful. Okay, and then lastly we have our shot board. Some wax paper glued to the outside of it, but it's not a big deal. Okay, so let me just break everything. All right, give it your best shots, or just shot. I could probably use those little ink pens I've got, or those paint pens I've got, and fill those in to make them really pop. But for my first go, I think that's pretty cool. Love the galaxy glitter on the back. Lastly, we have Gotham City. All right, so I'm going to use my little buzz saw, take off that top thing. Ow. Really need to sand this, a lot of rough edges, a lot of sharp edges, I mean. So that's going to need a lot of sanding, which I will probably do tonight and tomorrow morning. So it did not quite lay flat here on the bottom edge, as you can see. That's okay. Again, use the little buzzsaw and the sander. However, all in all, a pretty cool little diorama piece that I think would make a great like bookend or something like that. So I'm gonna call that a moderate success, and I can use this to, ooh, that is very unbalanced. Hey, so am I. I can use that to do the thingies with my Star Wars pieces and make some cool molds for that. So that was everything out of the molds. Got some detail work I need to do, which honestly, I got a lot of detail work I need to do, so I'm gonna try to get to that as soon as possible before I do much more in the way of pouring. And yeah, so thank you for joining me. We'll see y'all next time.